Hi guys, it's Yashi and welcome back to Crypto News Today. I said I would post it on a daily basis, but then I discovered that on Sunday there's no news releases on pretty much all the news websites about crypto, so I took a one-day break. So welcome back, we have some interesting news going on. Let's get started with CoinDesk right here. Everybody knew about this. Twitter was bought by Elon Musk. Elon Musk loves Dogecoin. Dogecoin future rack up nearly 90 million in liquidations over a weekend, an unusual move. There's some 647 billion of open interest on Dogecoin futures as of Monday. So yes, we have a big happening in the financial world, which then has consequences in the cryptocurrency world. As the leader of these two, let's say the main representative of Dogecoin and now leader of Twitter has combined interests. But let's see whether he will integrate, how he will integrate the two, whether it will happen or not. I'm very curious. Number two, so this is something I mentioned last week already. We saw it already. Hong Kong wants to open up to retail investors in crypto. And it's interesting because Hong Kong is part of China. It was kind of like this gray area when it came to cryptocurrency. They officially said they want to work with retail investors. They want to introduce some kind of let's say certification to retail investors. So they want to focus on policy on the investor themselves rather than on the companies, just to make sure the investor knows what he's putting money in and stuff. In this case, we have some news. Hong Kong government will consider sensitive virtual assets, ETF, tokenized securities, and retail investors. It's ready to engage with virtual asset service providers and invite them to the city. So Hong Kong wants to have conversations with the companies about how to go on with policy. Really interesting. Really happy to see this. I used to live in Hong Kong, so kind of happy that the city is now taking some steps towards it, especially in a more conservative China when it comes to cryptocurrency. Ether sees biggest weekly gain in 3 months. ETH BTC ready to continue. Ether ready 60% last week, registering its biggest weekly gain since July. The recent positive change in Ether tokenomics are helping the cryptocurrency outperform industry leader Bitcoin. I mean, we saw the merger a few months ago. Of course, it was midst the whole crypto downturn, but now that we're seeing some positive movements, the reaction is much stronger than ever before, even to a point where it's gaining more importance compared to Bitcoin. We gotta see what happens with Bitcoin. Surging popularity of ETH, staking keeps lid on yields. Of course, as it is now easier to get Ether yields, you don't need to have a computer that mines. More and more people are trying to stake it. The more people are trying to stake it, the less reward will be given to every single person. So on one side, it's making the cryptocurrency more secure because you have more people. On the other, it's lowering yields. But then again, it's kind of like the normal financial markets. If you want more safety, you're accepting less of a return, and that's fine. Actually, the lower the yield of Ethereum on paper, the more secure the cryptocurrency should be, because it means that more people are staking. Of course, it's going through staking pools unless you have a lot of ETH, and most people don't. And that's pretty much all for CoinDesk. Let's go into crypto news. Crypto news, we see a reflection pretty much of what we saw on CoinDesk. BTC price and Ethereum prediction hit 23,000 soon. I mean, this is simply an article that was written as a consequence of the price increases we saw, but what I saw that was really interesting is this one. America's oldest bank says that 70% of institutional clients will invest in crypto if this one thing happens. They're basically saying that a large majority of institutional investors would like to invest in cryptocurrencies if they're all tokenized. What does tokenized mean? Here's a little definition. It is the process of exchanging sensitive data for non-sensitive data called tokens. Let me make you a good example. Additionally, there was a good example. The good example is, for example, when you go into the casino, instead of using cash, you're using tokens. Tokens have the same value of cash, but you need to re-exchange them for cash. Why? Because if you use cash is easier to lose, it's easier to mix up with other people, so you're using a token. Once you're done with what you need to do, you bring it back to the counter, you exchange it for cash. That is basically the same concept with tokenization. You have sensitive data that you exchange for a token, you use it, but you can also go back to the original data it came from. Basically, it adds security and it adds security, which is a reason why most people would invest in tokenized products when it comes to cryptocurrency. Shiba Inu price prediction. Normally I don't do these kinds of articles, but I'm starting to see a lot of articles that talk about altcoin. I believe that the media, Reddit, Twitter, they're preparing for another altcoin season. As we see Bitcoin pumping up, it needs to pump up a little more. The next step will be the altcoin pump, which is the one that brings most of the gains. And I'm starting to see these articles. Could this be the preparation of a foundation for an altcoin bull run? We'll see. It's strictly related with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we're gonna see if these keep on popping up. Maybe altcoins will start reacting quicker than the bigger cryptocurrencies. I'm curious to see. Maybe it would be interesting to see altcoins kind of diverge from the main cryptocurrencies and become a market of its own that is less related to it. Now, on to Cointelegraph. Cointelegraph is always packed with stuff, always love it. First of all, 5,000 miles apart, Thailand and Hungary to jointly explore blockchain tech. We have two government agencies, the Thai FinTech Association, or cryptocurrencies agencies that are tied to the government, and the Hungarian Blockchain Coalition. We'll see the two associations share experiences, best practices, and explore areas potentially beneficial for direct corporation. They are trying to learn about cryptocurrency, about CBDC, and want to partner in creating some joint projects. Again, this is good to hear. We are having governments getting together to collaborate and create something new in this world. There's this whole race, kind of like the race to the moon that happened a few decades ago. There's a race on who will bring most, let's say, value in this world to the quickest. We have China on one side, we have America on the other. It is a balance between policy and improvements. If you put too much policy, you're slowing down the whole thing. If you put too many improvements, you're creating a super dangerous investing space. Bitcoin prices see double top before FOMC. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. In 2 days, we're gonna have the Federal Reserve meeting. People are expected the Federal Reserve on average to increase the interest rate by 75 basis points, so 0.75%. Depending on how the Fed will increase the interest rate and their prospect for the future, it could affect also the cryptocurrency world, as it has been in the past couple of months. So people are very optimistic. Bitcoin is going up, even though there was still no real release for November 2nd. I believe November 2nd is the meeting. We're gonna see what's happening, but we have a general positive sentiment somehow. This platform has just taken a big step to becoming a true crypto super app. So, Blockbank, Chinese company seems. Super app have taken China by storm. Blockbank, considered a super app, has been adding a lot of upgrades to make cryptocurrency as easy to understand and to use to the new investor, basically foolproof. They're adding KYC, so know your customer, where the customer has to add their identifications. They're making it very easy with driver's licenses and stuff. Some of you love it, some of you hate it. I have mixed feelings. They also introduced integration with Unstoppable Domains, which is the leader in the crypto domain space, where you can buy domains, kind of like we were buying domains from, I don't remember the domain name company. It's okay. When you buy a website domain, I forgot the name of the company. I actually use that, I kind of forgot it right now. So we're getting some apps that are easier to use, hopefully. I haven't used it, so I don't know, but there's an article about it. And that's good for crypto adoption. Next one, boo, Halloween themed shitcoins materialize into haunt crypto Twitter. As expected, whenever you have a major event, it's mostly on the BNB smart chain, and on the last update, we were talking about the BNB smart chain is the one that is most dangerous in terms of the amount of people that are using it to create these questionable altcoins. Anyway, we have Halloween token with a target of 50 million market cap, 0.01 price. Kind of reminds me of Shiba Inu and all that stuff when they first started. Elon change. Where is this? Halloween Elon sink, based on the tweet he made a couple of days ago. Let that sink in, probably. It's funny. They use it. People invest in them just for the sake of having fun. I hope that nobody is actually putting in their life savings. Please don't do it. Not financial advice, but please don't do it, guys. 9 years after the first Bitcoin ATM, this is really good. 9 years after the first Bitcoin ATM, there are now 38,804 globally. 9 years a lot. 38,000 doesn't seem like a lot, but it's an ATM. You can go there, you can deposit, you can pull them out. It's quite a growth. It's almost reminds me of the charging stations for electric cars. Maybe at a slower pace because it's a different market, but still good to know there's a big adoption. Last but not least, Facebook became Meta 1 year ago. Here's what it's achieved. It's been over a year since they announced Meta and they changed the name. They dropped 15 billion. The quarter releases were not positive, but not Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg is still doubling down on this. Everybody has their eye on them because in terms of metaverse, they're the one that are investing the most of the money because it's internal money. It's not like Sandbox or the other metaverse, not Algorand. I forgot the other metaverse. Anyway, so they're actively investing their own money. They're not waiting for other investors to put money in. And they will be, let's say, the main representative of this. Some people hated it because they don't like the company, but they're the ones investing the most. We're gonna see if they're gonna have an adoption. If we will have an adoption, I believe we're gonna have a lot of competitors trying to get some of the market share. It all depends on how people react to it, and right now it's slow. It's really slow. Metaverse is the first example, but if you look at companies like Sandbox with less than 3,000 active daily users, it's not looking really good. People probably are a little skeptical about this. I believe that with a better experience, more people will use it. Kind of scares me. I'm not a big fan of it, but I understand that there could be an adoption. On to prices in general. Let's see the prices as per now. Monday, Bitcoin is at 20,745. We're above the 20k mark. Ethereum is at 1623. Has been growing steadily in the past month. Of course, we're still down compared to the large 4,500 we saw during the crypto bull run. However, the bottom here is much higher than the bottom we saw in 2019. Guys, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or would like me to add some other sources of information, let me know in the comments. I might add them or make a separate update video. Let's see what happens.